G'day guys, it's Fozzie here, as some of you may know. I guess I'll just start this video by letting you know that it's going to be associated with my Patreon account, so this will be the first video. It'll probably be the first video on my YouTube account as well, and it will certainly go up onto my Twitter, although I hold reservations currently because Twitter's a bit like a bit of a cyclone, bit of a hurricane. But this last like 6-7 months has been a real interesting journey. It's been one of like sort of self-discovery. I've met some interesting people along the way. I've had beautiful conversations with some people, and I've fostered some like amazing friendships. And for all of that, plus all the people that like follow me on Twitter that are just interested in what I have to say or are interested in what I post, thank you, like from the bottom of my heart, first and foremost, because I wouldn't be doing this without you guys. Personally, I wouldn't. I mean, I'd still be traveling to India, to be completely fair, but this whole, you know, addition to the social media complexity of my presence wouldn't be existing. So yeah, I guess I'll just sort of give a brief description of what the Patreon will sort of entail. It will entail some raw aspects of my journey, which will include like footage during the trips from point A to point B, not so necessarily the A and B itself, whilst those will be available on the Patreon as part of like a complete sort of picture of who I am. Certainly on the sort of paid services, you will get more raw footage. I'm going to be doing some vlogging, obviously. I'm going to be going and doing some charity work in some rural areas, providing medicine to like disenfranchised children. I'll be trying food. I'll be exploring some middle of bumfuck nowhere places that most people never get to see. Yeah, there's a few things going on. What can I say? What can I add? I guess you'll just have to sort of wait, to be honest. I apologize for the wind. But yeah, it's going to be a really interesting trip. It's going to be a really interesting journey. It's going to be, I feel it in my bones that it's going to be an amazing experience. I am doing it by myself before anyone else sort of like asks like, oh, are you going with anyone? Oh, fucking, you gotta be scared. Like, you know, one of the most consistent comments that I've got from some people about like traveling to India, and this even comes from the Indian community, funnily enough. Not in all ways, shapes and forms, but I have heard it from some members of the community, is that, you know, oh, you know, there's going to be rampant homelessness. Oh, you're going to see like, it's going to be like dark, this and that, like when you go to the cities. And I think to myself, mate, please, I live in a first world country, yeah, or what's considered to be a first world country, and I've got rampant homelessness here. Like, but it's a country of 25 million people. Yeah, sure, if I'm going to go to a country that's 1.4 billion people, I'm going to see a lot more of it. But none of this detracts me, none of this makes me detest wanting to go, because there's something beautiful in that land that I just have this gravitation towards. I can't chalk it up to a mathematical modeling. I can't add a science behind it. There's just something deeper, deeper than the skin that like draws me to that place. And you know, it's strange. There's been like such a synchronistic series of events that have taken place in my life over the last like 7 to 12 months that has just pushed me in that direction even further, to the degree that I decided to buy a one-way plane ticket and get the fuck out of here. But yeah, so I guess until like the next lot of footage, which will likely be me on the ground. I mean, I'll still post some stuff up on Twitter before then. I've been posting up some stuff about some like some temples and some ancient sites in India. I'll be posting other stuff as well from other parts of the planet, but obviously like my sort of focus is on India currently. And yeah, if you, as I said, you know, if you follow me and you like what I have to put forward, like, please, you know, I'd love for you to partake in my journey. The 2 tiers, can't remember if I mentioned it on this video, because I've made 6 other videos or 5 other videos since then, is that there's a $2 Australian and a $5 Australian. They essentially get you the same thing. One's just like, you know, if you want to donate a little bit more to my journey, which would be very appreciated, but it's not necessary. I'll be posting this stuff up, at least like footage of, you know, as I mentioned, the footage of the sites that I go and visit. I'll be posting that up on Twitter and on YouTube. So I'll post my YouTube into my Twitter account probably in the next few weeks. Got to do a little bit of finalizing on the sort of format that I want to use, but yeah. So until then, gonna love yous and leave yous, and I'll see you guys around.